What's up, everyone? Don Elmi here, and tonight, right now, I'm going to look up some requests that I've been getting in the comments of some of my videos, and let's see. Here's one by Billy Mount, one of my subscribers, and he writes, "Please react to all-time movies, top 10 career-ending movies. Here's the link." Yeah, and I know exactly what I know that situation all too well. You know, where a good actor just goes into a film that ends up destroying his career because the movie just ended up being bad. You know, I mean, it's the case when the actor or actress just goes into a film and thinking that it's going to be good at first, but then it turns up going into a bad direction, and they can't back out of it because they're under contract. You know, that's a bad situation. But yeah, unfortunately, it's affected a lot of good actors. And I know that there were some bad comedies that destroyed Mike Myers' career, as I pointed out in another video. You know, I mean, maybe one of his movies will show up in this. I don't know. So let's take a look at top 10 career-ending movies. Go.
Hi, I'm Jamie, and I'm back to moan about films again. This time it's 10 movies that ended the careers of some pretty decent actors.
I salvaged the treasure.
Honourable mention goes to Eddie Murphy for a large majority of his films. Somewhere down the line, he sold his soul to family films, and since then, he's embarrassed himself in Norbit, Meet Dave, and The Adventures of Pluto Nash.
That's
just
really
naming
terrible
a few.
one.
Somehow he's kept going, and he even got an Oscar nomination for Dreamgirls. Heavens knows how. Number 10. Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Victim, Jake Lloyd. Jake Lloyd just full-on stopped acting after his role in The Phantom Menace. He was bullied at school because the film was such an epic anticlimax within this groundbreaking series. Having said that, he did feature in the 2005 film Madison, but it might be best we just say he stopped acting after The Phantom Menace. Yeah, let's end it at that. Number 9. The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Victim, Sean Connery. The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen itself was quite forgettable, but not for Sean Connery, because this film made him flat out quit acting altogether. According to his good old friend Michael Caine,
I like him.
Can't do it. Connery said the movie business retired him because he didn't want to play small parts about old men, and they weren't offering him any young parts in romantic leads. That's probably because you're 85 years old, Sean. Another casualty of the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen was director Stephen Norrington, who quit Hollywood after a legendary fight with Sean Connery on set. Maybe they should have filmed that. Sean Connery,
I've heard about that.
Character to have a fight with Stephen Norrington. Number 8, Superman.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a shame how Sean Connery's career had to end with a film like that. I mean, a lot of people, you know, as we all know, he was James Bond. I mean, my dad and I are really big James Bond fans. I mean, my dad was about 6 years old when he saw Goldfinger in theaters back in 1964. You know, and my family's loved James Bond ever since. And I think Sean Connery, not only is he an awesome actor, he's got one of the coolest voices ever. You know, like, there's that deep voice with a Scotsman accent. Oh my god, that voice will never get old for me. You know, like, it's just a real shame how his career had to end after that. I mean, he's made so many good films outside of James Bond movies. You know, I mean, he was in The Untouchables, and who could forget his performance as Indiana Jones's dad in The Last Crusade? Yeah, I mean, it's just a shame. Okay, let's continue.
Turns. Victim, Brandon Routh. Warner Brothers had their fingers tightly crossed for Superman Returns to bring the superhero franchise back to life. Brandon Routh was set to be the next big thing. But that didn't happen, and the film dragged Brandon down with it. It seems Superman himself was Routh's kryptonite. Since then, he's mostly stuck to TV, in series like Chuck and Arrow. But he did play Dylan Dog, and Super Vegan. Number 7, The Love Guru. Victim, Mike Myers. Once the Shrek movies and Austin Powers dried up, Myers was almost certainly doomed, but this film was the final nail in his coffin. The Love Guru is so painfully unfunny, it actually makes you question ever finding Wayne's World amusing. The film clings to the edge of racist and sexist, and is of course packed with toilet humour even a child wouldn't smile at. Now all we've got is that weird cameo in Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah.
Unless they're making Austin Powers 4. Come on, boys.
I don't see Austin Powers 4 happening.
Iron Man. Victim, Terrence Howard. Shockingly, Terrence Howard was the highest paid actor in Iron Man, after his Oscar-nominated performance in Hustle and Flow. Obviously, Robert Downey Jr. is the real star of the show, and Howard's paycheck was cut from $8 million to just $1 million for the sequel. Howard just couldn't cope with not being rich, and left Don Cheadle to take his place in the War Machine armor. He has since appeared in minor roles, including George Lucas's
Yeah,
Red
Terrence
Tails,
Howard got
but
greedy, that's
nothing
why.
compared to Iron Man. In the end, it was greed that destroyed his acting career.
Yeah, exactly.
Number 5, Freddy Got Fingered. Victim, Tom Green.
I hate
It's
this
kind of
movie.
hard to imagine nowadays, but in 2001, Tom Green was doing well. He had his own MTV show, he was married to Drew Barrymore, and he was fresh off Road Trip. Then he wrote, directed, and starred in Freddy Got Fingered, widely regarded as one of the worst movies ever. I just have weird memories of that film. The bit with the piano and the sausage.
That was so weird.
And he gets inside the carcass, dead body of that deer thing, and then he plays with a horse dick.
Come on, please
Not
don't
long
remind
after,
me of
Drew
that
Barrymore
scene.
left him, and we haven't really seen him since.
Yeah, I just never found that
Number
movie
4,
funny.
Boat Trip. Victim, Cuba Gooding Jr. Cuba publicly apologized for having made this movie. He told the New York Times, "I was wrong on so many levels. It was also for the money. When I got to Boat Trip, I thought it was time to do something that was going to make me a $20 million player." Oh, Cuba, you couldn't have been more wrong. Tragically, he'd won an Oscar for Jerry Maguire only a few years prior to this piece of garbage, which makes his cinema death even sadder. Show me the money! Yeah, you know.
Yeah, Jerry Maguire was
He's had plenty
awesome.
of minor roles since then, but it's been a while since we've heard his name mentioned in Hollywood. Number 3, Cutthroat Island. Victim, Gina Davis.
One of the biggest box office
Gina
bombs
Davis
ever.
was once one of the most profitable actresses in Hollywood, with Beetlejuice, Thelma and Louise, A League of Their Own, and an Oscar under her belt. But
And
then
The Fly.
her husband asked her for a favour that ruined her life forever. No, not that. Cutthroat Island. The film actually won a Guinness World Record for the largest box office loss. The film cost $100 million, but recovered a measly $11 million at international box office. It pretty much confirmed everyone's belief that pirate movies were terrible, until Jack Sparrow kind of saved the genre.
Yep.
Not sure I deserve it.
Like all failing movie actors, Gina Davis has now resorted to TV many years later. Number 2, Catwoman. Victim, Halle Berry.
Halle Berry.
There was a time when it was assumed just about any superhero movie would make big money. We now know this is incorrect, thanks to Catwoman. Just 3 years after her Oscar win for Monsters Ball, Berry was awarded the Worst Actress Razzie Award, and the film took 3 more. Aside from her questionable performance in X-Men, the work dried up, with appearances in ensembles New Year's Eve and Movie 43 being her only real credits.
There's
She
so
also
many wrong
starred in
things about
Cloud
this movie.
Atlas, the film that holds all failing Hollywood actors. Number 1, Battlefield Earth.
Oh my god, this
Victim,
one is so
John
bad.
Travolta.
I was being trained to conquer galaxy.
Originally, it was Blowout that killed Travolta, but Tarantino saved his ass with Pulp Fiction. He then became a pretty safe box
That's the
office bet
best.
again, with The General's Daughter, Face Off, Michael, and Phenomenon. Things were going well until he came crashing down to Battlefield Earth. Not only is the film irritatingly filmed at Dutch angles, it's also a ridiculous story to begin with, which they then try to distract the audience from with this bloody awful laugh.
I know.
At least the film has sweet special effects, though. Oh, that's right, it does.
No,
On a
CGI sucks.
$73 million budget, Battlefield Earth scraped $29 million worldwide. Since then, his only claim to fame has been Hairspray, which somehow didn't resurrect his career. Figure that one out. His most recent flop, Killing Season, was barely even released in theatres. We have faith in you, Travolta. Please, don't die on us.
Yeah, come on,
Didn't
Travolta.
do Barry Pepper any favours either, though you probably haven't heard of him.
Yeah, Travolta, you're better than
If you
this.
agree or disagree with any of our choices, let us know in the comments below. Who do you think will be the next actors and actresses to kill themselves? Kill their career.
Terrible
kill their
choice
careers
of words.
with bad acting. And if you like this clip, please do go and check out How Do Movies Go So Wrong. That discussion is playing on screen now.
Oh,
Please don't forget to like
fantastic.
and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.
All right. Well, that may have brought back a few bad movie memories. I mean, I could see why. I could see how Battlefield Earth could destroy. How it destroyed John Travolta's career. I mean, it's just so. There's just so much wrong with it. It would take me all day just to explain what's wrong with Battlefield Earth. I mean, and the biggest reason why. Hold on. And the biggest reason why John Travolta wanted to be part of that film is because he was a he's a Scientologist, and the writer of the book Battlefield Earth, which this was based almost nothing on it, was written by the founder of Scientology. I believe it was L. Ron Hubbard. Yeah, that's his name. And And they were like spot on, pointing out how the film is like made almost entirely with Dutch angles, and as for the evil laughter, I actually looked up a compilation of all the times where there was evil laughter featured in Battlefield Earth, and it was over 2 minutes long. Yeah, over 2 minutes of people just going, I mean, 2 minutes, come on. Even the Joker doesn't laugh that much in a film. Seriously. And I just found out that they put this on Netflix. Battlefield Earth is on Netflix. I'm just thinking, Netflix, you didn't. Come on, there are so many better films that you could put on Netflix. My God. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to the top 10 career-ending movies. Hit that like button if you did, subscribe to my channel, and if you have any suggestions of what I should check out next, just let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Fireball.